Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a driving test at Norris Green Driving Test Centre in Liverpool, and this is Callum's driving test. This is a commentary video, so we're going to commentary over the video to say what's going on. So we're heading out the car park here, first gear, all the way down to the gates. At the end of these gates it's going to be a left. Now it's important to stop at the end of this giveaway just to see what's coming from the right. Even though it is a dead end, traffic does come down there, as you can see here. Edging out, and this is still first gear all the way down this section of the road as well. At the end of this road we're turning right. Now remember, it is a two-way road, so the little crack in the middle of the road, you want to see that as the centre of the road and not go over it. So just keep it nice and straight to the end. Be sure to look both ways, as we've got trees to our right which blocks your view a little bit. And we're out onto the main road. This is a 30-mile-an-hour road now. And we're looking at the traffic lights, currently on green. Making sure it's safe just in case they do change. And we're following the road ahead. So during the test you're going to stop on the left a few times, and it may include an emergency stop. I was sat in the back for this test, so it was a good test, this one. And so sometimes along this road they get you to stop on the left, which is what we're doing now. A little bit further back there's WL lines, so just got to avoid them. Although you can stop on them as you're going to be moving off again, you just can't park on WL lines. And then when it's safe you get told to move on again. That's it. Remembering to keep a door length away from all these parked vehicles. You can go over that centre line if you need to a little bit. And now we're approaching the roundabout. Signs on the left there to say there's a roundabout and there's a schools nearby. And we're going to be going at right third exit at the roundabout. Sometimes examiners say ahead third exit here. So first one's on the left there, second one to your left there now, and then this will be checking your mirrors and signal on the left. That's it. Let me see, we've got another elderly sign there. So we're looking out for elderly people on this stretch of road. And now we've got a cycle lane. As an extra question, are you allowed to drive in this cycle lane? Let me know in the comments. So we're just going to keep following the road ahead. I think this was sat nav during this, so we're just following the sat nav. Remember, with a sat nav it'll tell you the speed of the roads. Never trust them, and never make your speed of the sat nav go more than the speed limit, as that will be speeding. Traffic lights, following the road ahead, and still following the road ahead again. We're heading down towards West Derby Village now. A little bit further down the road widens up, so sometimes the examiners do get you to stop on the left here as well, just before that red car. Normally they get you to stop on the left there, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. That was a examiner asking to show them how to wash the front windscreen. And that's just simply spraying the front water jets. And now here, road narrows up a little bit, and then we've got a pedestrian crossing approaching, so be sure to look both ways for that. Watching out for traffic coming across here. We're still on the road ahead. and this is all still 30 mile an hour up to this point. So this was a 7:50 AM test, so that's why you can see people walking to school. And now we're approaching the crossroads at Town Row and Melwood Drive. And we've found the road ahead again at these traffic lights. So would all the vans here on the right cause problems for you, the traffic coming the other way? You would have priority, but you never know, vans might pull out in front of you. Right, so we're going to be taking the next road on the right, which is just by the co-op, where that car is about to come out of there. We're turning right into this road here, making sure it's safe. A little bit of a narrow bit now with all these parked cars. That car stops to allow us to come through, that's just good. And we're going to be taking the first road on the left, which is just after these cars on the left now. Now we have to enter on the wrong side of the road here because of the way people have parked on the end of the road. Now you won't get failed for that because obviously you've got no other choice but to be on the wrong side of the road. And this is now a 20 section of road now, 20 mile an hour. It's good to sit in the back of a driving test because you get to see if they've changed anything. And for many years I've been getting students to pull up on the left before they do a parallel park and then do the parallel park, but in this test here the examiner just asked them which one they want to stop next to, either this white one or the one further up, and the examiner actually said the one further up a little bit better because it's clearer to the right. So the examiner said stop next to the red one, and they just go straight into it here. So they stop straight next to that red car and then do a parallel park. So select and reverse, making sure it's safe to start moving, all round checks. Be aware of that pedestrian on the left there. And then stop again, have a good look around, turn the wheels. Let's turn one steer left. And you should get to about a 45-degree angle, and then you should stop again, which is there, and then straighten the wheels up, having a look around, reversing back, edging closer to the curb, and then start to full lock it right. And as there's a driveway there, this is a really difficult manoeuvre because you can't see the curb very well. And then just stop there once you're parallel, perfect, good manoeuvre. Examiner opened the door to have a little check and it was sound, and then they get told to drive on again when you're ready. So again, make sure you steer your wheels to the right to avoid the car in front, keeping a metre distance away from it. And we're heading back up this road, still 20 mile an hour. At the end of this road, we're going to be turning left onto Eaton Road. Now sometimes traffic can be stopped here on the left and it makes it really hard to get out because your view is restricted. As you can see, there's double yellow lines where people do park on it all the time at this junction. We've got the cyclist coming across the road there, it's clear to get out, out we go. It's a good test this time, 7:50 AM. Just because the roads aren't quite busy yet. Alright, so we're following it down Eaton Road now, heading towards Alderhay Hospital. And this is now a 30 mile an hour road. Nice and clear, doing well so far. So that's the show me question on the move, tell me question's been done, eyesight check's been done, the manoeuvre's been done, and it's still sat nav. And now we're approaching a 20 zone, so make sure that we enter at 20. Can't be entering at 25 and then slowing down initially to 20. You've got to enter it at 20. Now we're approaching mini roundabouts. The main rule with mini roundabouts is you must go around them, you cannot go over them. So make sure the right's clear, enter the roundabout, keep to the roundabout. There we go. I think he grazed it a little bit with the right side of the car, but not much. And approaching the second mini roundabout, which we're going to go ahead at as well. And again, see the way them cars are driving over it. You're not allowed to do that, you're meant to go round it. So it's safe to go now. So we're going to enter it and we're going to go round it, show everyone how it's done. Perfect. And we've now got a pedestrian crossing. Weird place for a speed bump. That did get mentioned in the test. Safe to go, flashing amber lights. As long as the crossing's clear, we can enter and start to move. Right, so still a 20-mile-an-hour section of road this. And we should have signs appearing now for the speed change. There they are, left and right. That's how you know the speed's changing, because it's on both sides of the road. So we're now in a 30 section of road. And as we approach these traffic lights, we're going to be turning left. And you'll also notice just before the traffic lights there is another speed change as well. Callum missed this speed sign, so it's just there, hidden behind the light. It says 40. And then at this roundabout, the Greyhound roundabout, we're going to be turning right and taking the third exit. He did get marked down here because he didn't quite build up his speed, but he did get across. So right, third exit at this roundabout. Looking clear so far. Is it safe to enter? And obviously now we want to stay near the roundabout now, but watch that solid white line, because you're not allowed to go over that. Solid white lines mean do not cross. And now we're checking the left side blind spot and signal left here now, and exiting this roundabout here. That's it, good. And now we're in a new road, and the speed's just changed there, it's to 30 mile an hour. So obviously the bus is letting people off at the bus stop. Car in front's trying to go around. A steady flow of oncoming traffic is stopping that from happening. Always remember, if the first car does get going, don't just follow. Make sure you do observe yourself to make sure it is safe to go. Full licence holders will take risks. Make sure it's safe. That's it. And plenty of space from the bus. Very good. Right, and this is still a 30 mile an hour road because we've just seen the sign. So follow the road ahead. At the traffic lights we're going to be turning left. So at the traffic lights we're turning left. So all good. The traffic light stayed on green for us, that was good. and this is still a 30 mph section of road. This can get a bit busy around here. We've got shops, cars parked everywhere, pedestrians crossing in random places. Depends what time of day you come through here. Of the morning it's not too bad. Later on it gets a bit more crazy. And I'm just waiting at the lights for the lights to change. Right. So make sure you check your door mirrors before moving off. What will we be checking those door mirrors for? Getting through the lights. Gets a bit bumpy coming across here. And now we're into a 30 mph road again, because that road we just crossed would have been a 40 mph road. So this position driving down this road, it's getting parked cars everywhere, but you can notice the wheels kind of on the line or just over it. That's perfectly fine. And we're going to stop somewhere safe down here on the left, I think. Could have possibly chose a better spot with the car on the right there, but this worked. It was fine. Ideally when you're stopping, you don't want to stop over driveways or opposite roads. If there's another car parked in the side of the road, try and stop diagonally from it. That way it helps the traffic flow through the situation. Well, we're just going to be following the road ahead now. And we're still following the road ahead, down to the traffic lights, and then at the traffic lights we're going to be turning left onto Princess Drive. So we've got a sign there that's been painted out for school children, I think it is, yeah. And traffic lights we're turning left onto Princess Drive. Turn lights change, we get stuck. Some sets of traffic lights change much quicker than other sets of traffic lights. So always be aware that the traffic lights may change. They'll be changing shortly, these lights. There we go. And now we're on to Princess Drive. This is still 30 mph. So it's currently a single carriageway, and now it's going to move into a dual carriageway. So the other lane's just opening up now. Left lane's got parked cars in it at the moment. You see there's more parked cars on this road, so it's probably best to stay in the right hand lane along this section of road. No one's going to fit past you, so there's no point trying to keep a meter from the parked cars, so you might as well just use the right hand lane. I think he was trying to straddle here, but the examiner said to him that it's best just to use the right hand lane because no one's going to fit past you anyway. It's too narrow. Although it could do with the resurface, as you can tell it's very patchy with the old surface underneath it. Still a 30 mph section of road. And then at the traffic lights we're going to be following the road ahead onto Croxteth Hall Lane, and this is this lane for that. The left lane goes left up Daysbrook, this lane goes ahead, and then the lane to the right only turns right. Right, so now we're heading down Croxteth Hall Lane. Now this is a 30 section of road, and you'll notice that that's a broken line with a long line and a small gap, which means a hazard line, and then its arrows telling you to move back in now. What does that sort of white line mean to the right? Let me know in the comments if you know. It's important as a learner driver that you know all your road signs and your road markings for your driving test and your driving lessons, because if you don't know what they are, that's when mistakes will happen and that's when you could potentially fail your test. But doing good so far. Couple of signs along here on the left, pedestrians in the road, cattle and crossroads, pedestrians in the road again. Why do you think we have that pedestrian in road sign? Let me know for that in the comments as well. That was more cattle. Pedestrians in the road, and then hump ridge and the road narrows on both sides. And that line still in the centre of the road. And now it's finished. So what does that mean now you're allowed to do again? Right, now we're coming up to the junction where Croxteth Hall Lane meets Oak Lane, and at the traffic lights we're going to be turning left onto Oak Lane. So there's a little left turn here, we're not taking that one, we're turning left at the traffic lights. The light's about to change shortly. And we're going left. Speed limit on this road is still 30 miles an hour. Watching for traffic that may come across from any openings. When the traffic builds up like that, if it was further back, be watching for traffic coming across there, because they might not be able to see you come up the road. Can we enter those areas on the right there or not? Let me know about that in the comments as well if you know what they mean. At the roundabout, we're following the road ahead, second exit. There's a park on the left, that's classed as exit 1. So we're going ahead, second exit. Exit 1 is the park. Right, this is Muirhead Avenue and this is 30 miles an hour again. All the way up here is 30 miles an hour, dual carriageway. Sometimes the sat nav coming up this road tells you there's a bare right. All it's telling you is that the road narrows up a little bit here, but you can still stay in the right hand lane. See the way you've got now move out to the right a little bit, merge and turn lanes, but there's enough space to fit through both lanes. And that was because we've come to this lane now because at the traffic lights we're going to be turning right. So probably a little bit early, but there was not enough traffic to really wait any longer. It was fine. So we're turning right at the traffic lights. This junction here does tend to catch a lot of people out because it's the instruction should be at the traffic lights we're turning right and then following the road ahead. Some examiners may say at the traffic lights we're turning right, but it is a right and ahead. Oh, there's a van driver in front that's in the wrong position, got caught up with the traffic lights. So what you need to do here is when the lights do change, you want to make sure that you go up, further up, don't turn too early like the van driver did, and then keep to your left. So you see the curb line, keep to the curb line. So see you've got a road marking there ahead and right. If you go for that right lane, you cut across the oncoming traffic and that results in a serious fault and a fail on your test. So it's right and ahead. That's what they're going to be doing there. You're not going to be doing U-turns on driving tests. It's very rare that you do. Right, so we're following the road ahead, still on 30 mile an hour road. So we're now getting up to our 30-minute mark of the driving test, and as you can see we're kind of heading back to the test centre now because tests can last between 30 and 40 minutes. Just going to stop on the left here. Examiner marked them here because there's a driveway on the left there, and Callum basically stopped a little bit over it. Person was in the car wanting to go out. The examiner did acknowledge that we are moving off again. So when you get asked to stop somewhere safe on the left, do it in your own time, don't rush them. Pick somewhere that's safe, that's not going to affect anyone. We're driving on again. We've got a sign on the left there. Let me know if you know what it was. And then we're approaching the roundabout that we went across before, and we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go right, third exit, which is just after the church. Heading back towards the test centre. So exit 1 is on your left there. Exit 2 is in front of you, directly ahead of you now, and then this is where we're checking our left side and signalling down for left, and this is third exit. And we're on the home straight now, back to the test centre. The lights just changed, a few more minutes to go, and we'll be back at the test centre. So how do you feel about this driving test route? Was there any challenges amongst this route that you think, oh, that might catch me out if I do it on my own? Remember, to be a test ready, you need to be able to know all the road signs, all the road markings, be able to drive independently without any help from your driving instructor or a company driver, whoever you're having lessons with. They don't want to be helping you at all. By the time a few weeks before you get to this stage, you should know exactly how to drive on your own without any help. And this is how you pass your driving test. If you've passed your theory test and think, oh, that's it, I know it all now, and then don't know any road signs or markings, you're not going to pass your driving test. And then they're going to turn right into the gates. Now again, this is first gear again, all the way up. And because we've already done the driving test manoeuvre out on the test, we've done a parallel park, it's just a case of driving forwards into a bay. You can use any bay, tend to go up the back end there. Either the parking them bays on the left there, or they use these bays on the right, which is what we're going to drive into now. I'm happy to say that Callum did pass this test first attempt without any issues. Had a couple of, I think about 4 or 5 driving faults, just for little things really. Let me know if you found this video useful, and I can make more of them. Bye for now.